Welcome back to Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum. Last week in the Gondola Exhibit, we'd met a group of skiers. Having made a full day of it on the slopes, the 5 of them left Redford Peaks via the gondola. But somewhere along the journey, one of the group, Caden, disappeared, leaving the grieving partner Carmen, the ex-girlfriend West, and her brother Easton, and the drop-shipping bro Asher. The gondola itself was empty except for the lingering smell of marijuana and a few drops of blood on the upper balcony. We just found out that Caden had threatened to kill Easton if he didn't stay away from Carmen. In addition, the gondola operator had just informed us that the body had been recovered.
And he turns to you, he's like, "We found the body." But then in answer to your question, he's like, I mean, I'll be honest, occasionally people, I've heard of some operators like lending their key card to friends, but it's a major violation, and that is totally the sole fault of the employee who does such an irresponsible act, not a fault of the aerial tramway as an LLC organization.
Gotcha. And Gabe definitely has his key card, yeah? He's the one I used?
Yeah, he zips it from his belt. He has one of those cool zipper things. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey.
And yeah, it's got his name on it, and he is like, yeah, no, I got mine right here.
Okay. Does the key swipe for the key card keep a digital record of what key cards have been swiped and what time?
He says no.
Not that high tech, no worries. Okay.
If it was high tech, there would probably be like a camera, like a security camera. It does not have that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to ask. Is there a camera? That would make this a lot easier.
That would also be super boring. But actually, if you ever did find an exploit, I'd like to think that I would just let you have it. Like, all right, you got it, you stinker.
Okay. This could be like Ghost Trick where we find the body. We can rewind the last few moments. I am going to...
If you wait just a few minutes, you can examine the body.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll wait to examine the body.
And comes up a snowmobile down the mountain. Behind it, it has like a little truck bed. And laying there is a body. And yeah, what we have here is it's a dude in a ski coat. And yeah, he is definitely similar in muscle tone to Asher.
All right.
Beefy dude.
Can I determine the cause of death just by looking at him?
So, as you kind of get it in, I don't know how you examine a body in a somewhat point of order here. It is a little weird that all of this investigation is just happening at, like, the bottom of this gondola place. But also, like, I don't know, maybe there's a reason you can't leave the mountain. I don't know, maybe you were just... It's like a Poirot mystery. You happen to be there.
Yeah, and I don't know where my car is. I don't know anything about myself, so I gotta do it here.
Yeah, you just gotta work with what you got. So, yeah, you put it on, I guess, the ground, and you flip it around. Yes, you can see the cause of death here. There is a protrusion. Is that the right word for that? What does that mean, Nathan?
Something is protruding from the body.
That's incorrect. That is not what I meant.
A hole?
A wound. Yeah, there is a wound in the back of his neck. And it's in the back of his neck. It is angled from a lower position up. And you assume that it has entered his brain, or possibly even severed his brainstem.
Oh my gosh. Does it look about... I take the other ski pole and just like, would that fit in there? Would that fit that hole?
You're like, yeah, you could see it. You can see that. Oh, but darn, this ski pole has a rubber stopper on it, so it couldn't go that deep.
Wait a second. If I take off the rubber stopper...
Shoes! Oh my gosh! Yeah, Gabe is standing by and he watches you. He's like, well, that's just a regular ski. And then you take off the stopper. He's like, oh my gosh! It's a weapon!
The murder weapon.
The murder weapon.
Oh my gosh, we got it. We got it. We got how. We don't got who or why yet. We're working on those. Okay. I'm gonna search the rest of the body. Do I find? I want to look for a key card, on him. Any other suspicious items?
Mm-hmm. You search him. You lift up one of his pant legs, and there's a knife, a concealed knife, strapped around nearby his ankle.
Okay.
Other than that, just by kind of feeling around, you get the feeling that he has some broken ribs, possibly more, presumably from the fall.
Does he have skis on him?
He does not.
Okay. Did they find a ski pole anywhere near him?
No.
Okay.
But then again, they weren't looking for one.
They weren't looking for a ski pole. Okay. I am going to send Gabe and the team back out to see if they can find a ski pole. If not, it's hidden somewhere. I might want to search other people's bags for. Wait, do the other people have bags? First of all,
they do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to search other bags for keycard and a missing pole. First of all, though, I want to ask Carmen 2 questions. One, does she know how Caden would have gotten on the balcony?
She kind of sighs and she's like, "Yeah."
How?
Yeah. She reaches down into her bag and she pulls out a key card.
What's this? How did you get this?
You look at it and the name on it says, it says Chet Withers.
Chet? What? Who? What? What?
She's like, while we were waiting for Caden and Easton, we talked about, like, we wanted to do drugs, okay? And we wanted the tram to ourselves. So I just sort of laid on the charm with the guy on the other side and just asked him if we could borrow his key card, and he was pretty amenable. So I had the key card. It was I didn't really want to go on the balcony because it was like so cold, and also hotboxing doesn't really work like if you open stuff, or at least it doesn't, it takes longer. So I wasn't going to go out there. It was really just so, I don't know.
You have the key card now. How did you get it back if...
Get it back? Well, why? Do you think the murderer took it?
Did it leave your person at all while you were in the tram?
It was in my bag the whole time. It was just in, and she points at the outer pocket of her bag. She's like, I just put it there. I put it on the ground, and I kind of just forgot about it. I don't even I don't know. Like, so I guess someone could have picked it up, but I mean, it was right where I left it.
Anyone could have picked it up. Anyone? Okay. So it could have been. Let's see. Speculating random, just throwing out motives at the moment. Carmen might have found out Easton was being threatened by Caden, or Wes could have found that out too. They'd have argued, stabbed him. Asher, they have bit their business partners. A business deal was going down. Ooh, maybe they argued as well. He brought the drugs, so possibly he knew this was gonna happen. Okay. Carmen, did you know that Caden was threatening Easton?
Her eyes get wide, and she's like, "He did? Oh my gosh!" So she at least
she seems surprised.
Yeah, she seems legitimately surprised, and she's like, if I had known, I never would have invited him. I didn't know that he would do that to Easton.
I'm gonna be blunt here. Everyone else seems to think that Caden is a jerk. And I also know that Caden used to date West. So how exactly did it come about that you started dating him?
She kind of winces and says, "I mean, he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best person to date or otherwise." And she, Oh, in a familiar motion, except instead of a turtleneck, her sleeve, she pulls up her arm, and you see a series of bruises on her
No.
arms.
Caden, you jerk. Ah.
She's like, I mean, for the longest time, I just, thought he meant well, but I mean, he would do this kind of thing all the time where, like, I would just want to hang out with friends, and he said that I couldn't go places by myself.
Abusive, toxic. Gross. Wow, I'm kind of like, he deserved to die. I quit.
Jury, judge, and executioner. Who cares? Throws down the glasses. Yeah.
They all did it. They all held the ski pole and.
One by one, they each took a stab, so none of them were culpable in of themselves. That is not the solution here, but BTW.
They smoked a celebratory joint after they all killed
together.
Okay. Okay. That opens some new questions I want to ask. West. Okay. West. Come on over here. First of all, okay. I'm gonna get this cleared up. Did Caden bring skis, or did he rent skis?
He rented skis. We all rented skis.
We all rented skis. Okay, cool. Got that out of the way. Two things. A, did you know that Caden was threatening Easton? And B, did you know that Caden was abusive?
She says, no, yes. Doesn't surprise me. She shrugs.
It doesn't bother you that he was threatening your little brother?
Oh no, that bothers me a great deal. I had no clue.
No clue? Like, even when Easton was fiddling with his turtleneck?
He's a compulsive fiddler. It's he does a lot of fiddling.
Did you were there when Carmen charmed Chet into giving her his key card, correct?
She says yes.
Okay. So so Carmen knew about the key card, Wes knew about the key card, and Asher knew about the key card. So 3 people knew. So I don't think it's Easton. Easton, if he had the guts, he would have just done it there. I don't think he would have done it at the balcony. Okay. Did you, by any chance, go onto the balcony at any time during the gondola ride?
She says no.
Do you know where to find the key card? Did you know where Carmen put it?
She shrugs. She's like, yeah. I mean...
Okay. Okay. All right.
She's getting a little more curt with her answers, as if she's like, "Why are we still here?" Kind of. That she's kind of shifted.
We're here because I point to the body. He's dead.
she shrugs and says, "I didn't say anything."
Okay. I'm going to. Do I want to ask Asher anything?
Oh, I guess I should have roleplayed like each of them reacting to the body being found. Gasp! Shock! No! But it's not so much like despair and more shock. Okay. You do get the vibe that if any of them look most like shocked by it, or like emotionally hurt by it, it's probably Asher.
Oh, okay. But no one's like, ha ha ha, my plan worked.
Yeah, none of them start twirling their mustache.
Solid. I'm going to ask Asher a couple questions about his relationship with Caden, and then I'm going to search through their bags. First of all, Asher, did you at any point go onto the balcony?
He's like, I forgot that was a thing we could do.
You forgot. Interesting.
He's like, I don't know, man. Like I was kind of single mind when we got in there.
Were you the one who brought the drugs?
He nods. He's like, yeah.
That's what I thought.
And he's like, and this isn't going to make me look great, but between you and me, this is an awful thing to say to. Between you and me is an awful thing to say to an investigator.
Of course.
He's like, but this isn't just pot. this is laced with something a little stronger. If you catch my drift.
Gotcha. That's why they were all hazy.
Yeah.
Did you? I assume you also partook of this.
It's like, yeah, man. Like, that's kind of the only reason I really agreed to come on the ski trip. I mean, skiing is cool and all, but drugs, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love them.
Did Caden partake as well?
Says, yeah, we all did at the same time, in fact.
Okay. Did you? How do you know Caden? Are you friends, or are you business partners, or?
He's like, yeah, we have a number of endeavors. Have you ever heard of drop shipping?
I have now.
It's like so it's like I mostly do like anime t-shirts. Like I get someone to sell them to me in bulk for really cheap, and then all I really need to do is connect the people who are looking for them with the people who are selling them. So like I actually don't have to do a single thing, and I'm making 6 digits and I'm only 20 something. So like it's really good. And in fact, you could do it too. I actually have a 6-part course online. It's a monthly course. And just for $68 per week, you can get access to that.
Do I get a bonus if I get 3 other people to sign on as well? Or
he's like, yeah. So actually, yeah, it's actually 4 people, but yeah, yeah. And then he kind of shrugs. He's like, oh, and also, I mean, I'd sometimes, hook people up with some drugs.
Oh, you're also a dealer. Okay, I'm glad you're fourth.
I'm feeling like maybe I should retcon that. I feel like no one in their right mind, even if they admitted to trying hard drugs, would openly admit to dealing drugs.
He's been pretty out. He took a big hit earlier, so that makes sense.
So he's like, I guess cat's out of the bag. This guy just knows everything now. Just lay it all out.
He's probably not still 100% sober either, so
that is very possible.
Okay. Solid. So I wrote down pyramid scheme and drug dealer. Cool. Okay. Awesome. I am going to look through everyone's bags. I'm gonna have Gabe distract everyone while I sneak over and peek through because I don't have a warrant. I don't need a warrant. I'm just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So
Gabe
looks pale when he's like, distract. Okay, and he gives them like emergency blankets, like the metallic kind, the one that's like super weird and crinkly, and he tries to do his best. Anyway, so you go to the bags.
Wait. Okay. Thought before I forget. Tank top. Carmen. No, Wes is wearing a tank top. Maybe she got blood on her jacket. Okay, I'm going to be searching for hints of blood on any clothes I find or anything.
So Easton's bag doesn't have anything of note in it other than what you'd expect. Same thing with West. Asher's bag has drugs and quite a bit of alcohol in there as well. And Carmen has the key card.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise you've pretty much found out anything that you'd be able to find out by looking through these bags.
The bags. Okay. Are all the suspects wearing gloves? Or any of them wearing gloves? Or are they just all barehanded?
Some of them are wearing gloves. Some are not. Easton is not wearing gloves. He's kind of like wringing his hands. As I mentioned before, yeah. He doesn't have gloves on. Neither does Asher. Carmen has these like white, shiny, puffy gloves. They're like more like mittens.
Nice.
And yeah, West has more like leather type. Leather gloves.
Cool. I'm gonna ask to see all their hands because we're gonna do this. Do I see any? This is like you just got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and your mom's like, "Okay, which one of you stole the last cookie?" And she's looking for crumbs on your hands.
I've never seen that before. Is that a thing that moms do?
I don't know. I don't know what that just came to mind.
That just came to mind. All right.
But is anyone going to be caught red-handed with literal drops of blood on their hands?
Unlikely, you realize, because as you look through here, no large drops of blood on their
Okay.
hands, at least perceivable to the naked eye.
Okay, cool. Does going back to the body, does it look like it bled a lot? So like, is the jacket pretty soaked, or is it?
Yeah, here's looking at the wound again. It's from a downward angle up, and looking at the ski pole where you took the stopper off of,
No.
it's sharp, but it's not that sharp. Like, it's actually a pretty ineffective weapon as far as weapons go.
So someone would have to be pretty strong to wield it up that hard.
Very possible. Very possible.
Uh, um, with looking at the body, is it on the right side, the middle, or the left side? What is it?
It's kind of in the middle. It's difficult to say if it's like
Okay, right-handed.
There
or
isn't really
left-handed?
any handedness
Okay.
relayed to you here.
Okay. I'm going to hop back in the gondola and look around under cushions. I'm looking specifically for a hidden pole.
Nope, nah, you're not spotting it. But you did ask them to look out for a pole, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So yeah, around this time, I would say they probably found it, and they say that it's actually a few feet, meter, yards. Distance has no meaning. Further down, they find like maybe I don't know. It someone must have chucked it pretty hard because it was off of the path.
Okay, as if after he died, they'd thrown the.
Mm-hmm. As if they waited after he died to throw it, and it is identical to Caden's pole.
Okay. Anything about the pole itself? I'm assuming there's not fingerprints. But any odd marks, or does it just look like a normal pole but covered in blood?
As it turns out, you do have a fingerprint dusting kit on you. How curious. You do dust it for prints. There are not fingerprints on here.
I dust the key card as well.
You dust the key card as well. You find on the key card the fingerprints of Carmen and the fingerprints of West.
Okay. I want to ask. I'm gonna talk to West, but I want to ask Carmen, West, and Asher the same question. Whose idea was it to hotbox the gondola?
West says Asher. Asher says West. Carmen says West.
Okay. Carmen says West. Asher corroborates that. Carmen and Asher would have no reason to lie for each other. West says Asher. So West definitely. So if West wanted to kill, if she wanted to kill Caden, hotboxing would be the perfect time while everyone's drugged out and everything. Okay. But why? Is it enough that he is an abusive, nasty person? Carmen, did you ever talk to West about your troubled relationship with Caden? Did you ever let on that he was abusive or whatnot?
She nods. She's like, yeah. I mean, she's kind of she's my longest friend. So like, she would often be like, you got to get out. But like, I would usually push back.
Did she ever seem angry at Caden?
I mean, she kind of seems angry all the time. So it's like it's kind of hard to say. I know that there was bad blood between them, in addition to her not being too hot on him as a human being.
Okay. Odd question. Do you remember if West had her ski jacket when she got in the gondola?
She kind of squints. She's like, yeah, I think so.
But she didn't have him when she got out?
No, I guess not.
So it's not wrapped around her waist or anything?
No.
So it looks like she threw off her jacket somewhere along. Interesting. Okay. West. I have some pretty serious questions to ask.
So now you're British. Not just continue.
I just got excited. Sorry, slips out every now and then. Some pretty serious. Okay, West, care to explain why your fingerprints are on this key card?
No.
I'd like to know anyway.
She's like, I mean, what do you want from me, huh?
Did you use the key card?
Yeah.
When?
On the gondola.
Okay. Did you go up to the balcony?
Yeah.
Did anyone else go to the balcony with you?
Yeah.
Was it Caden?
Look, man. She kind of shrugs. She's like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I killed him.
You had an argument up there, I assume.
You assume incorrectly.
I assume incorrectly.
At this point, she lays out her, it was too easy, really. No, she's like, all right, so, like, obviously, you know, he was a dirtbag. Like,
yeah.
He was an absolutely despicable human being. And when I heard that he threatened East, that was the last straw. Easton. So she's like, she lied about not knowing that Caden threatened.
Oh, I could have asked Easton about that.
She's like, yeah, I mean, it was the last straw. I kind of knew that everyone was going to be high, and so I just pretended to get high too. And so, like, Caden was, like, just totally out of it. I basically just led him by the hand. I don't know if he thought we were going to kiss or something, but I just stabbed him and knocked him off the edge. And I would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling inspector.
Yes, that's right. And my pocket watch.
Which you did not use, which remains a mystery.
What is it? I don't know.
But okay. as you say these words, they reverberate.
It was you.
It was you. And you hear in the distance a deep, deep rumbling. And you look to the mountain, and you see just the slightest bit of clouds or dust, and then you realize it's snow. And it's rising, and it's falling, and an avalanche comes tumbling down the mountain.
Oh.
And it feels like things go in slow motion. You think you hear screams, but they're too slow to really register as human screams. And suddenly your vision is wiped once more. And it's swirling around you. And again, you're in that nothingness. You feel no cold. You feel nothing. And then you're in the museum once more, looking at a painting. Not unfamiliar to the one you were looking before this happened, except this one, there is no black line, and there is no dot. It is an unobscured view of a mountainscape with a vivid red sunset.
Oh, the painting's changed!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And immediately to your left, a tall man in formal wear with a Cheshire Cat grin says, "Did you enjoy your stay?"
Yes, but what now? What?
He's like, "Come back for more."
This is just the beginning.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Retake. This is just the beginning. And that was the Gondola Exhibit, murder mystery number 1 of Aurelius Whitlock's Murder Museum.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
A message from the curator. In snowy heights we leave this death, where Caden took his final breath. As Icarus, who was doomed to fall, we now must cue The curtain call.